might get teased about.
A bald head, Steve.
Did you just want to say that? Something happens to Santa when he ends up on Miss Claus' naughty list.
A spanking.
And you see how she... A spanking.
Weeknights at 5 and 6:30 on CBS 40.
I'm here with the sports guys, Patrick and Maxwell. Now, Patrick, if you came to the North Pole, what sport would you like to participate in?
I'm going to go with the classic snowball fight.
The classic snowball fight. That's wonderful. And Maxwell, how about you?
I think I would win in a couple of bobsled races. I would say that much.
Excellent.
Well, Merry Christmas from News 40 Sports.
This December, Kelly's All New.
Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining us here for News 40 at noon. Today is Wednesday, December 20th. I'm Tommy Modesto. Well, I'm going to send it straight on over to meteorologist Darius Mack for a check of your forecast. Darius, how's it looking out there?
Well, Tommy, it's looking pretty nice outside today. We've got a mix of sun and clouds out there as we take a live look towards WKU campus this hour, courtesy of the AAA Systems live camera located at Reservoir Hill, the only live camera in downtown Bowling Green, by the way. Temperatures are actually climbing. We are surpassing where we've been over the last couple of days, and we're already approaching the middle and upper 40s right now. We should expect those numbers to be right around 50 degrees, so more of a seasonable feel out there. 49 currently into Scottsville this hour. Winds flowing in from the south, a modest breeze right around the 5 to 10 mile an hour range. There's the clouds as they're rolling through the area. Meanwhile, we have an area of high pressure that's serving up the warmer feel that we do have this afternoon. Coming up ahead of my full forecast, I'm tracking more of that warmer feel, and could we expect any rain for your Christmas holiday? I'll have that answer coming up. But in the meantime, Tommy, I'll send it back over to you.
Thank you, Darius. We start the show with some breaking news now as an explosion has been reported in Franklin, Kentucky at the R3 Industrial Facility on East Cedar Street. Franklin Simpson Fire and EMS are on the scene right now, and only one employee has been treated for injuries and has been injured so far, and they have since been released. This is a developing story in News 40. We'll have more information for you as it becomes available to us. And with severe weather events seemingly more common in the winter months in south central Kentucky, what does climate data and meteorological surveying say about our future? News 40 reporter Tucker Covey spoke with some local experts to learn more.
Get to the lowest level of your home, protect your head, duck and cover during these situations.
In the past 3 years, there have been 3 extreme weather events. But what has made the possibility of these events more likely? Shane Hollandy at the Kentucky Maisonette thinks the year itself may have something to do with it.
For 3 straight years, we had a La Nina. And basically, La Nina refers to the abnormal cooling of the waters near the equator in the Central Pacific Ocean. That event went from 2020 all the way until spring of this year in 2023. We had 2 significant severe weather episodes during that La Nina event. The one, of course, being the catastrophic tornado outbreak in December of 21. We also had another tornado outbreak on New Year's Day of 22.
Hollandy shares the view of some other meteorologists that Tornado Alley in parts of Kansas and Oklahoma has started to shift its range.
There has been a shift north and eastward of traditional Tornado Alley, particularly during the cold season. And we talk about cold season, we're looking at the months generally between November and March. It was long thought of that usually the deep south got the bulk of the severe weather and the strong tornadoes during that period.
The strong weather and the knowledge that it can happen, especially in the winter months, means being prepared for it is of great importance.
There are a faction of people that are more prepared, or because of everything we've been through, they've, woke up to the fact that, yes, this can happen even in December, even in January, February, it doesn't matter.
They could see the rotation, they could actually see the tornadoes, so that's why the warning.
People just need to be better prepared for these things and not assume that they're not going to get hit by something, a tornado, a damaging wind, a flood, because they're going to keep happening. There's no way that we can stop these things from happening.
In Bowling Green, because local matters, Tucker Covey, WNKY News 40.
As we move into 2024, out with the old and in with the new, as all across the state, county clerk offices will be a leg down as the government rolls out a new system to handle all things motor vehicle in the Commonwealth. The new system is named KVIS and is replacing an older system that Kentucky has used to handle vehicle registration and the like since the 1980s. The state will be starting with Jefferson County and continue the rollout with 30 counties at a time starting on December 29th.
Once we get everybody in there, we'll be scanning driver's license. That also pulls a better way of finding you, things like that. But it's just going to take a while. In the long run, this is going to be a great system. It'll be a faster system. But right now, be prepared for longer lines. That's going to happen.
Yates said if you have a December appointment, you need to try and get in as soon as you can because all motor vehicle departments will be closed down after December 29th. And with the staggered rollout, you'll need to wait in Warren County till at least January 16th before you can handle any issues with your titles or vehicle registration. And the summer, with its many events spanning downtown Bowling Green, was the perfect time for Neighborhood and Community Services to conduct a traffic survey. Those results are now being used to update the downtown parking map. This parking map will show people where downtown they can park without being towed in city lots, not private lots. This list is meant to encourage more people to explore downtown without the fear of being towed. The work of the city is to provide free parking. It is constant. Bowling Green has been working with other cities to learn from their mistakes.
It's never going to stop. There is never going to be the, okay, we're done. That's it. That's the answer. We're leaving it here. But identifying what all of these are and kind of diagnosing issues along the way and reaching out to counterparts in other cities that have that exact same issue has been really helpful.
A new blog post is available from Neighborhood and Community Services to dispel some myths about the downtown parking situation. New signage and maps will become available throughout the winter with the hopes of having it up and running by the spring. And a little over 2 months ago, Warren County Public Schools held a groundbreaking for the new Impact Center for Leadership and Innovation. Building this center will change the future for the WCPS students by providing pathways leading students into their future. Spreading this knowledge and giving students hands-on experience will not only change the students' futures, but will also impact Bowling Green.
It's truly a great collaboration between our community, ourselves, and the corporations that support our community, not only locally but internationally. So this has an amazing draw. This facility will be a project-based learning environment, so it will truly attract and hold some really good thinkers, great thinkers even.
Things are moving pretty quickly for this new project. In the beginning of January, the building will be up for a bid, and if everything goes as planned, construction will begin in the beginning of 2024. And a ribbon-cutting ceremony in Bowling Green happened on Tuesday, officially opening a new way for the community to have some fun together. News 40's Michael Ridgway has more.
Here at Basil Griffin Park, it's Paradise Playground. It's one of the playgrounds that get most of the kids' attention. So we figured what a better way to add on to that playground than a music garden.
This year, the Bowling Green chapter of the Kiwanis Club turns 100, and for their centennial, they've pulled off one of their largest service projects in recent years, something that all kids and adults can enjoy.
Scooters can go on it if kids have those, wheelchair accessible, and it's a flat surface. So they can make beautiful music with grandparents, their parents.
It's definitely going to be a hit with the younger crowd because two things that toddlers love come together with the new addition.
And my son already loves it. He loves musical instruments and being able to do it himself, and it's outdoors so he can be as loud as he wants, of course. So he loves that, not having to be quiet. But it means a lot to see it finally done and at a place where we can come whenever we want to enjoy it and really let the whole community enjoy it as well.
And it's a meaningful project for Jesse as well as many other kids in the community.
This garden means a lot to me. Some of my people in my family have special needs, and so I always kept them in mind as well. When we started this project, we wanted it to be special, not only for the kids we have now, but also generations to come. We wanted it to where, 4 different generations can come out here and play as well. But it means a lot to me and to actually watch kids and adults play on it, and even teenagers play on it. I mean, it really means something that I was a part of that. And with the Kiwanis Club of Bowling Green, it is just a wonderful feeling to be part of this community.
In Bowling Green, because local matters, Michael Ridgway, WNKY News 40.
Coming up next on News 40 at noon, the economy is rebounding, but some consumers are still wary that the prices are too high. We'll see how more confidence in the markets can be restored.
Plus, milder weather is what I'm tracking through Christmas. I'll show you that with the updated 7-day.
WNKY News 40 is always on. Visit WNKY.com for your latest in local news, sports, and weather.
Enjoy a great lunch with a different food truck every week and help support our local charities.
Join us for Food Truck Fridays at the Tidballs parking lot on Chestnut Street. Part of your lunch purchase will be donated to a local nonprofit by Flora Templeton Stewart and our food trucks.
Food Truck Friday has collected over $10,000, making a difference in our community.
Brought to you by the law firm of Flora Templeton Stewart.
Name something an elf might get teased about.
A bald head, Steve.
Did you just want to say that? Something happens to Santa when he ends up on Miss Claus' naughty list.
A spanking.
And you see how she did a spanking?
Weeknights at 5 and 6:30 on CBS 40. Bowling Green Fireplace and Grill.
Tuesday, spend the night
Strap in, baby.
with family.
I'm not in favor of lying. Lying is what parents need to do sometimes to build trust.
Last season's #1 new comedy is back.
I'm already regretting this.
Feel free to dive in anytime. The water's weird.
Then John Cryer returns. You're early in television's most anticipated new comedy.
Do you think less of me because I was married to him for 17 years?
Yes.
Night Court and Extended Family. Tuesday on NBC and Peacock.
It's festive family fun.
Remember House.
I mean, this is Dictionary. Yeah. Are you not entertained? Every weekday, live.
Ski Lodge!
Ski Lodge is correct.
Weekdays at 11:30 on NBC 40. WNKY News 40 is always on. Visit WNKY.com for your latest in local news, sports, and weather.
The IRS says it's waiving $1 billion in tax penalty fees for the years 2020 and 2021. It affects tax filers who failed to pay back taxes totaling less than $100,000 and those who received an initial balance due notice between February 2022 and early this month. The agency says it is dropping the fees due to the disruption caused by the pandemic, which led to a massive backlog. The number of suspected cases of lead poisoning from contaminated applesauce has nearly doubled in the past week to at least 205 cases across 33 states, according to the CDC. 3 brands of cinnamon applesauce fruit pouches have been recalled, including Wanabana, Schnucks, and Weiss. The FDA warns that recalled products are still on store shelves at Family Dollar and Dollar Tree combination stores, saying customers should not buy them. And another recall. Fresh Express is recalling some packaged spinach products sold in 7 states due to possible listeria contamination. It affects products sold under the name Fresh Express and also Public Spinach. The Food and Drug Administration says consumers who have the affected spinach should throw it out. That's your CBS News Money Watch report. For more, log on to cbsmoneywatch.com. At the CBS Broadcast Center, I'm Chanel Call.
There's good news on the economy. A rally sent the Dow Jones Industrial Average to an all-time high last Friday. For the week, the Dow, the S&P 500, and the NASDAQ each gained more than 2%. But public perception isn't as hot as the markets. Michael George is on Wall Street with more.
For many families, the holidays are the most expensive time of the year, and high prices are squeezing budgets even more.
I budgeted knowing that Christmas comes the same time every year and that inflation was still going to be high.
But inflation is falling in a big way, down from 9.1% last June to 3.1% this November. Also dropping mortgage rates, unemployment, and gas prices. On average, gas is $3.07 a gallon nationwide, fueled in part by record U.S. production.
The biggest factor here as well is the declining price of oil, which is at its lowest level since this summer.
The recession some feared was imminent hasn't happened.
The U.S. economy has really defied all expectations.
Bankrate.com's chief financial analyst, Greg McBride, explains why not everyone is feeling optimistic.
If we have all these indicators that the economy is strong, why might some Americans not be feeling that?
People aren't feeling it because prices are a lot higher than they were 2 or 3 years ago.
The cost of food, for example, hasn't dropped back to pre-pandemic levels. But many economists say slowing down inflation, a soft landing, is preferable. Prices plummeting all at once could hurt the economy.
You don't want the price of everything to fall because it's an economic death spiral. If everybody knows it's going to be cheaper tomorrow, they're not going to buy anything today.
All right, let's bring in meteorologist Darius Macknell for a full check of our forecast. And Darius, some clouds in the sky, but the sun is still dominating, and temperatures are starting to warm up a little bit.
Yeah, temperatures much warmer compared to this time yesterday, and really over the last couple of days as temperatures struggle to even make it in the 40s. We're surpassing that already this afternoon. Clouds and radar showing those clouds that are drifting through our skies. But yeah, as Tommy mentioned, we got more in the way of sunshine out there, so it's making for a pretty beautiful afternoon on this Wednesday. We're rolling halfway through the work week. We're looking at the campus of WKU, and you can see those clouds that are out there, but otherwise, yeah, it's just a mainly beautiful view courtesy of AAA Systems live camera. And right now, as far as those temperatures go, I did mention it is warmer out there. We're trending at least 10 to 15 degrees warmer than where we were this time yesterday, and it's giving us more of a seasonable feel this afternoon. We got those numbers right around 50 degrees for most thermometers out there, and temperatures will generally be right around the low to middle 50s before we wrap things up for the day. Area of high pressure parked towards our south and east is stirring in the southeasterly breeze for us, allowing for those temperatures to warm up today into the 50s this afternoon. We're going to be tracking that mild surge as that continues as we go even through the weekend and leading up to Christmas, where we could see numbers approaching 50s and 60s. Highs will be trending well above average for this time of year. Average high right around 49 degrees or so, and we're going to be seeing those numbers in the upper 50s and lower 60s, especially as we work our way into the Christmas holiday. But notice with those rain chances, yeah, they'll increase, especially into Christmas. Winter begins officially tomorrow at 9:27 p.m. Central Time. It's the shortest day of the year and also the longest night of the year. But eventually we'll start to see later sunsets after that date. Futurecast as we go throughout the rest of your afternoon and evening. Clouds will continue to stream in. Otherwise, we're going to stay pretty dry. Temperatures dropping into the 30s. It's a chilly morning once again, waking up early on Thursday. A few passing clouds Thursday afternoon. Temperatures trending even warmer. We're going to see those numbers into the middle 50s by the afternoon in most locations. As we work through your Thursday night time frame, numbers dropping down to the 30s again. Notice towards the west, though, we're starting to see some showers there towards Illinois, Missouri. Eventually, that wave of energy is going to gradually work its way into our world of weather, and that's when we are expecting those rain chances to increase for us, at least for the Christmas holiday especially. Let's check out your 7-day forecast and notice those rain chances. Yeah, they'll increase on your Christmas holiday. Temperatures into the 60s, a high of 62 on Sunday on Christmas Eve, high of 60 degrees on Christmas Day, lows into the 40s. That is your 7-day forecast. Now it's time to wish our friends happy birthday in today's Soki's Birthday Club.
It's festive family fun. Live. Pictionary every weekday.
Santa, you remember Soki, right?
Oh, yes, I do.
Well, Soki has been practicing all year to earn a spot on your reindeer team.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Soki, did you make cookies and bring milk for Santa?
Oh,
I think she'd like to see what your favorite is.
Oh, let me see. It's practically a done deal.
Did you hear that? You're going to be Santa's first ever rain dog. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy Holidays.
You're not going to want to miss this.
Jeopardy, like the Everest of trivia.
Spit and truth therapy.
You gotta feel smart if you wanna look smart. Dress smart, be smart, think smart, talk smart, be smart. You are smart, smarty pants.
What is Equus?
Nitroglycerin. Avignon.
Hyperglycemia. You got revenge on that category.
I sure did.
You got to unleash the power. Woo! That's the path to Jeopardy success.
You know, I like that, yeah.
Weeknights at 6 on WNKY, NBC 40.
The nursing home made you an important promise. They promised to be a good home for your loved one and to provide professional care in a safe environment. Now the nursing home has broken that promise and you're left searching for answers. Call us at Hughes & Coleman for a free consultation. If your loved one suffered a serious injury or untimely death while in a nursing home, get Hughes & Coleman and get it done. Call 800-800-4600. Standing up for your loved ones is what matters now.
My darling granddaughter, this camera was given to me when I was your age. May it capture your big, beautiful life the way it did mine.
It's so surprising what the little things can do. Wouldn't it be wonderful if everybody...
Oh, Merry Christmas, Grandma.
This December, Kelly's all new. This is dangerous. I do not need another dog.
Weekdays at 3 on NBC 40.
Welcome back to News 40 at noon. I'm Julie Milam. For this week's Community Driven, brought to you by Plum Springs Garage and Window World of Bowling Green, I'm excited to be with Amy DeCesare, who's here to tell us about this year's Jingle Bell Run. Good afternoon.
Hello, how are you?
I'm wonderful. It's great to have you in studio.
Great to be here.
But it's really wonderful to see the impact that you have been able to make on this community with your team for the Arthritis Foundation.
Well, thank you. You know, this has been a family-driven event for the last 3 years. We've been so excited to have WNKY involved for 2 of those 3 years. And this is just a passion that's very close to our heart. Our daughter was diagnosed with juvenile rheumatoid arthritis back in 2002 when she was 4, almost 5 years old. So back then, my husband and I felt a real strong desire to bring some awareness and some fundraising, honestly, for treatment and for research for this horrible disease that many people don't even realize that children can get it.
Right.
So we did the event here from 2002 to 2005, and then we brought it back. We were going to bring it back in 2020, but the pandemic, you know, delayed that for a year. So this was our 3rd annual, and we really energized it this year by moving it to South Warren High School.
Absolutely.
And you guys
Yes.
were out there. It was such a great morning, and the weather cooperated, and Santa Claus was there, and it's just a really festive event, and we've just appreciate so much of our sponsors and our in-kind sponsors, because one of our big claims to fame is we really don't spend a dime on this.
That's an incredible feat.
Yes, we get everything donated, and that's the goal, right?
Right.
With a nonprofit, you want to raise as much money as you can. So we had about 125 runners this year, and so that was on par with our goal. So it was just a lot of fun. And like I said, it's a passion project for us. So
well, you can see it and you can feel it, and it's the best way to kick off the holiday season every year with you guys at the Jingle Bell Run. But we want to support you all year. Amy, how can people find out more about the Arthritis Foundation?
You can go to jbr.org/Bowling Green. You can continue to make a donation. You can sign up. We're going to soon have information about next year's race. We're always the Saturday before Thanksgiving.
Yes.
So we kind of get in there before just the craziness of the holiday season. But we would love, you know, your volunteer efforts, your, you know, teams. games, and if you know a business that would like to sponsor in the future, we're, like I said, going to gear up and start working on that, because no time, no time needs to pass before you get started on the next year's event.
That's exactly right.
And as I said, well, I didn't say this, but 65 million Americans suffer from arthritis, and thousands of them are children. So it's not just an old person's disease, but chances are you know someone who suffers, and it's such you have to get the medication right. You have to see the right doctor. You have to take care of yourself in exactly the right way to find yourself some relief. So,
well, thank you for your commitment to this. We are here to help you in every possible way, and we know you guys are as well. That wraps up this week's Community Driven. When we return, we're wrapping up the show with your daily pet of the day and a final check of your forecast. Stay with us.
Hey, Santa. How are you?
I'm well, Darius. How are you?
I'm doing pretty well. I'm really wishing for a snowy, glowy Christmas.
Oh, so am I. How many inches do you think would make a good Christmas snow?
Oh, I would have to say 10 inches.
Oh, sounds perfect.
Do you like hash browns? What about Schlitz?
If so, we're Opossum Hollow.
Don't miss us this weekend.
On Marquee Backstage.
Bowling Green Fireplace and Grill.
It's that time of year again, America. So let's light up the season during the Make the Holidays Bright sales event. Choose from a large inventory of Ford vehicles equipped with technology, space, and flexibility for any season. Get special offers on our adventure-ready SUVs or on our great selection of Ford trucks. And make the holidays bright with Ford. Now get a new Bronco Sport with 1.9% financing for 60 months plus $3,000 bonus cash and no payments for 90 days. Only at your local Ford dealer.
WNKY News 40 loves celebrating our viewers. That's why we bring you Soki's Birthday Club. Joining the club is free and simple. Visit WNKY.com/birthday, fill out the form, and click Submit. That's it. Your name will appear on News 40 Sunrise and News 40 at noon on your birthday, and you'll be entered to win a special birthday surprise. WNKY News 40 loves celebrating you because local matters. Soki's Birthday Club is brought to you by these great sponsors.
This thing was an event that took place on a dairy farm, and it was not my after-prom party. Tune in for my new game show, Person, Place, or Thing.
Is this Woodstock?
On WNKY NBC 40.
It's time for another Pet of the Day, brought to you by Morgantown Bank and Trust, and I'm here with Kiara. She is about 1 year old lab mix. She is so good with people. She is so friendly. She was surrendered to no fault of her own, but she is looking for a forever home, good with other dogs, seems to be great with little kids and other people, so she deserves a forever home. You can adopt Kiara today here at the Bowling Green Warren County Humane Society.
Kiara has such a sweet name, and I'm pretty sure she is so sweet.
She's such a sweet girl, so friendly.
Very friendly.
She loves the hugs, you can tell.
Yeah.
She was jumping up, giving the hugs. You know, if you're looking to add a new family member, she is absolutely perfect. So be sure to adopt Kiara today. From the Bowling Green Warren County Humane Society. And all right, Darius, another big win for Western last night. I don't know if you saw, I know everyone out there saw Bowling Greens, pardon me, WKU1 beat Cal Baptist in basketball last night in a close game, 73-70. I don't know, were you able to capture that last night?
Tops on top. Unfortunately, I was in bed.
Understandable, understandable. I was probably a little later than I probably should have been, considering we got the morning show going on. But it was a great game. It was a great game. I mean, the Tops were shooting threes left and right, and Deontay Allen, I have never seen a dunk like that in a while. He really threw it down on somebody, but I'm excited to see what they do in the new year. But we got some great weather, so maybe not basketball weather, but some outdoor sports weather.
Great for outdoors today, Tommy. As in fact, temperatures are right around 50 degrees with sunshine and a few clouds mixed in, but otherwise it's going to be pretty nice, and temperatures trending milder as we go through the weekend. Looks like it is going to be rainy on Christmas Day with temperatures near 60.
All right, well, thank you, Darius, and thank you all for joining us today. We look forward to see you right back here tomorrow and later tonight for News 40 at 5, 6, and 10 p.m.
Hey,
I'm Jerry O'Connell, and all of us here at Pictionary want to wish you and your family all the joy and all the love this holiday season. Thank you for watching.
I'm waking up my day. So let's get it started. Turn it up, turn it on. Keep the morning moving right along. Yeah, I'm waking up my day. News 40 sunrise way. I'm waking up my day. WNKY. Yeah, we're on the force to get you out the door. I'm waking up my day. The News 40 sunrise way.
Weekday morning starting at 6.
Santa, you remember Soki, right?
Oh, yes, I do.
Well, Soki has been practicing all year to earn a spot on your reindeer team.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Soki, did you make cookies and bring milk for Santa?
Oh,
I think she'd like to see what your favorite is.
Oh, let me see. It's practically a done deal.
Did you hear that? You're going to be Santa's first ever rain dog. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy Holidays.
WNKY News 40 is always on. Visit WNKY.com for your latest in local news, sports, and weather.
It's a sad state of affairs when you have to sue your son. But he didn't have a proper upbringing. I was a dominatrix.
Wait, I'm sorry, a dominatrix? What?
You need me to explain that to you?
Hot Bench. Judge Rachel Juarez, Judge Michael Corriero, Judge Jodit Tawalde. 3 judges, 3 opinions, 1 verdict. This is Hot Bench.
Your Honor, this is case number 86 on calendar, Jewel versus Stockhouse.
Thank you, Officer Montano. Ms. Jewel, you are suing Mr. Stockhouse, who is your son, for money you loaned him to bail himself out of jail.
Correct.
You received a call from his wife about his arrest and that the jail staff wasn't providing him the medication that he needed for a heart problem that he had or a heart